Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Joyful House. Hello, hello. Let's see who we have with us, and then I will share a little bit about why we are starting this a little bit late. I know that I went in and I changed the time about 45 minutes ago, and then I'm running late on top of that. But I will share where we have all been, and some of you are in the chat with me already that was with me earlier. So thank you for coming on over. First, let's see who we do have here with us. And starting right off, we have an eagle in the house. So everyone help me welcome our eagle, Sanja. And let's see, who else do we have? And Samantha is here. Welcome in. Thank you for coming over with me. And Hope is here. Hello, Hope. Welcome into the Joyful House. And Miss Angela. Angela, we missed you over at the watch party. She says, hi, Cynthia and everyone in the chat. How are you doing tonight? I'm doing fine, drinking water and working on a scarf. Well, Angela, the scarf that you shared with us last tea party that we had, that was beautiful. You did a wonderful, wonderful job on that. So I cannot wait to see this one. All right. Sanja says she's a little tired, but doing good. Everyone is greeting each other. Thank you so much for that. It truly makes my heart smile. Hello, Miss Doris. Welcome in. And Miss Paula is here. Thank you, Miss Paula, for coming over from the watch party and joining us. And Rudy is here. Hello, Rudy. Welcome into the Joyful House. Hello, we've got another eagle in the house. If you guys will do me a favor and help me welcome in our eagle, Wanda. Wanda, I also thank you for coming over from the watch party and joining us here. Hello, Jen. Welcome in. I am so sorry I did not make it to yours and Ivy's live Tuesday night. I have to tell you, literally Monday, I came home and took a 30-minute nap in the driveway just to come in and do my live with the Joy team. And then Tuesday night, I actually came home and went straight to bed with no dinner. I just was so exhausted. And everyone is continuing to say hello to each other. And Miss Paula, we're going to celebrate you. Thank you for your 17 months on the Joy team. Pardon me. And Miss Paula, this is for you. All right. And Miss Suzanne is here with us. She has come over from the watch party as well. Thank you so much. Oh, she says, on another live, we'll turn down volume and leave you running. Oh, thank you for that. Angela says, did you get my email for the midwife? I did, and I sent you an email. In fact, you were the very first person this morning before 9 o'clock that I sent the email out to. In fact, you were the top of the list. They went out at like 8:43. Did you not get it, love? Ah, it looks like it came back to me. Aw. Well, I am sorry, Angela. You were the first one I sent it to, and sure enough, it came back to me. Oh, I'm so sorry. Everyone's checking out the weather where they're at. Hello, Zach. We got Zach in the Joyful House. He says, "Hey, Cynthia, I got a praise report on my dog's paw. It is feeling better. No vet visit, but I still have a toothache." Oh, them toothaches can be painful, Zach. Just make sure it's not getting infected or you'll have a lot more pain. Did you eat dinner yet? I tried, Samantha, but I I don't eat well when I'm under stress. Not that the watch party was stressful, but just that whole start setup. Um, yeah, but I'll share all that in a minute. Zach says, "Hi, Sanja. How are you feeling?" Angie Bujanda is here with us. Hello, and welcome to the Joyful House. Oh, you did get it. Okay, okay, okay. In just a minute, Samantha, I've got some things I need to go over, and I want to do that before I'm having to try and talk over everybody. So give me just a minute, okay? And if I don't get to invite people up tonight, since we're running a little bit behind, then that's okay too. All right. So I received the package today, Cynthia. Thank you very much. I love it. Oh, I'm glad, Paula. I'm so glad. So all those from movie night finale are starting to get all of their winnings from our finale night. So that is so, so exciting. I'm so sorry I had to cancel our play date Monday with my toothache and my dog. There was just a lot on my mind. I completely understand, Zach. I completely understand. In fact, you did me a little bit of a favor by allowing me to come home and sleep in my car in the sunshine and take a nap before coming into the Joy team. So it was a win-win, although I am looking forward to us having our play date. So hopefully we'll get to make that up next month. Thank you so much, Sanja, for your prayers for Zach. Suzanne says she got her package. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Hello, Ivy. Welcome in. Ivy, I had the blue and kind of purple bracelet on earlier today, but during the watch party, I went and changed down into something more comfortable, so I took it all off. All right, I'm at the bottom of the chat. If someone will be kind enough and drop me some emojis, I would greatly appreciate it. And that way I can find my way back in the chat. That helps me out so much to be able to have those to navigate through. Even though this is laid back and we don't really have content during a play date, we just kind of come and hang out. But I've been trying so hard. I left work, you guys, right at 5 o'clock today. I wanted all week. I kept saying I want to do a tea party. And then I didn't do one Monday after the Joy team because I was tired. Tuesday, like I said, I came straight home and went to bed. And yesterday, a monkey wrench got thrown into my day. So by the time I got home last night, it was a little bit after 8 and I ate dinner. And by the time I ate dinner, it was 9 o'clock. And I was like, yeah, I went to bed. But the good side of it is going to bed so early, I've gotten lots of rest. So now I feel like I'm on this, kite ride right now. I feel like I'm on a natural high. Okay. Why we were late with the watch party or the play date is the watch party started on time, but however, we ran into a kink. And I should have remembered this, but after 3 seasons of Anne with an E, and it took us, almost 9-10 months to do that. My little brain just forgot. But even though I'm in a private Zoom room, I cannot show the episodes straight from Netflix because Netflix has a security block, which is understandable. But in the fly and in the quick moment, I was like, oh, well, how are we going to do this? And does this mean we're going to have to cancel movie night? So I'm struggling trying to figure it out. And Todd came in and helped me, and he ended up setting up his TV that he uses on Friday nights to keep the score on. And we were finally able to get it done that way. But it took us almost 30 minutes to get that set up. And this particular episode of Call the Midwife was the Christmas special 2023. And it is exactly an hour and 29 minutes itself. So basically an hour and a half. So I had sent them 2 links thinking, okay, we'll watch the first hour and we'll watch the 30 minutes and I'll be able to get right off and come right onto the play date right at 8:30. Yeah, that didn't happen. So it took us the full 2 hours, and literally in the very last minute, I threw out their joy word. But for all of you that are here from the watch party, if you didn't catch me at the very end saying, I will email everybody that was at the watch party the joy word and the definition and the intention of that word. So anyway, to all of you who were not at the watch party, thank you for staying around and waiting for us to come in for our play date. I kept saying I might just have to cancel. I might have to cancel it. And I'm like, I don't want to cancel it. It's our second one. And I mean, who does that? Who cancels? But who's late? So I'd rather be late than cancel. So here we are. So let's just have some fun. Now, I do know that Pam from Be Creative Crafts has a live going on. So I certainly understand if you need or want to go over there, please do. We will always have these play dates. I've been looking at all the episodes of Call the Midwife going forward, and most of them are under an hour, just like the Ann with the E's were. So I think it's just maybe these Christmas specials that we'll have to accommodate for. But you let me know in the chat, or you can email me if you'd rather answer in private. But would you prefer our play dates to start at 8 or at 8:30? What works better for your schedules? So give me some feedback and we can play on that. Either way, I'm right here. I'm not going to leave from the watch party and come back. So I'm right here, so I can easily go out of one and into the other. But hopefully now that we have worked out those kinks, I'll be able to be set up and we can start right on time and end right on time. But anyway, you guys let me know if you prefer. Now, understandably, that 8:30 is Eastern Standard Time. So if you're not on the Eastern Standard Time, then you'd have to accommodate that to whatever your time, zone is. But anyway, but just let me know. Hello, Miss Linda. Welcome into the Joyful House. So good to see you. Zach, you're sounding like me working 10-hour days. Most of the time I get into work right around 8 o'clock, and I usually leave about 5:30. And if I don't have a play date, sometimes it's later. So my boss was very, very surprised and happy to see me leave right at 5 o'clock today. I said, I have something I need to do before my 2 lives. I got 2 lives tonight. And I was trying, if you didn't hear that, I was trying so hard to do a tea party. But again, I ran into some complications that didn't allow for that. So if I don't get them done tonight, I will try very hard to have your tea parties out by tomorrow. And if anybody has any finished makes, if you'll email them to me tonight, I can include them in that tea party because I'm probably going to do it tomorrow. But right now I don't have any community makes to share out. And that's okay. There'll be times that we won't, and there'll be times that we won't have bloopers, but we'll probably always have bloopers. If I could have made a blooper out of the watch party tonight, but my friends there were very graceful. They did not laugh at me. They sat right there and supported me the whole way, which was pretty good because I'm not going to lie, I was getting extremely frustrated. I'm a person who likes to organize and I like to plan things out. And God has a sense of humor, and I think he's trying to teach me how to relax a little bit. And, you know, sometimes fly by the seat of my pants. Not everything has to be planned and organized out. And so anyway, but it all worked out and we got to watch it and it was a beautiful episode. We did not get to talk about it. And that really crushed me because I enjoy the little conversations that we have at the end as we talk through it. And there's so much that happens. So hopefully if you weren't there, you're able to take a look at that episode yourself, but I hope to see you guys tomorrow night for movie night. All right, let me go back over to the chat real quick. Zach says he is tired. I bet so after working that long day. Either works for me, says Zach, because I work till 8:30. So either way, I'd be joining after work. Awesome. Okay. Sanja says, my schedule is weird right now, so do what works for everyone else. You're so sweet, always. Samantha says, either time works for me. Oh, good, Wanda. She got her package. Hey, Miss Laura, welcome in. Thank you so much for coming over from the watch party, and thank you for all the grace that you and the others extended me with that. Bloopers are the best. It shows us how to Cynthia we know and love. Oh, I love you, Zach. In just a minute, Samantha, let me get a few more things done, okay? Laura says, long time no see. I really haven't finished anything this week. I am sorry. No, you're fine. I haven't either, Sanja. In fact, the only thing, I kid you not, that I've worked on was what we did Monday night in building special moments with the Joy team. I have not picked up a hook since then. I tried the last 10 minutes of Call the Midwife. As you see, I got my little neck light, compliments from Miss Wanda. And I started trying to work on something, but I let myself get a little too frustrated. So I had to just relax. And so I mainly just sat and watched the episode. Angela says, anytime is okay with me. Hello, Miss Doris. My life is all over the place right now. So you just do what's best for all y'all. Well, I think I'm going to try. Maybe I'll meet it halfway. Maybe I'll set it up to start at 8:15. That way that gives us a little bit of time to get off of the watch party and time for me to get it set up and going. And that way, if I've got to run to the little girl's room in between, I can do that. So let's do that. I'll set it at 8:15. So going forward, we'll start it at 8:15. All right. What yarn did you use for the keychain? So it's like a nylon thread is what it is. And the one for your keychain particularly is one that when Todd went to Lowe's one day to buy some stuff for some renovations we've been doing on the house, he found that softer nylon at Lowe's. So the one that your keychain was made in came from Lowe's. So it's like a softer nylon. But the other nylon that I normally use for them, which is a little bit stiffer and gives it more of a hard form to really be like a wristlet, I got off of Amazon. But there was like a particular store that I also got some from. So I can get you the answers to those if you'd like. I do plan on doing a tutorial one day in the very near future on those keychains, and I'll be showing all of that anyway. So, in fact, I've got like 3 tutorials that I want to do. So, I'm hoping and praying that I will be able to start doing something like that on Tuesday nights since I'm not doing a live anymore. That's the goal. But right now, I'm working through some medicine adjustments, and I really don't want to get into that, but I know some of you have been emailing and texting and asking, and again, I'm so sorry I haven't been able to respond to everyone. I am officially caught up with comments, unless any have come in the last 2 hours on the channel. Everybody's comments have been answered, and unless they've come in the last 2 hours, everyone's emails have been answered. So I am just down to text messages or Facebook Messenger. But in a long short of things, so the doctor did listen to me last Friday and fully took into consideration what I was saying and said, yes, wished I had been a little bit more forthcoming and told her sooner. I've only been trying for 3 years, but I told her that every Monday and Tuesday being sick off that shot has been within the last, 11 months. But I told her that I let the practitioner that I saw while she was out on maternity leave know, and they were supposed to consult with her, but I guess somebody somewhere dropped the ball. But anyway, nonetheless, they wanted to put me on another shot. So I had 3 options. I could go on another shot, I could go on nothing, or I could go to insulin. And she said we couldn't just do nothing. So that was out. I said I didn't want to go on insulin because I worked so hard to get off the 3 insulins that I was on. And I was afraid that because I'd come so far, because this shot is the only diabetic medicine I'm on. So that is like a huge deal. I mean, I've really worked my tushy off to get to that point, because I was at one point in time taking 8 different medicines. And to be only down to 2 in that shot and the baby aspirin, I feel like that is humongous progress. Well, anyway, I told her I didn't want to go back on the insulin because my mind says if I go back on the insulin, then my body is going to adjust to that insulin and it's not going to work as hard to do what it's supposed to do. So I don't want to do anything that's going to coddle it, because I am determined to beat diabetes. And so she says, well, that leaves only one other option, and that's to go on Mounjaro. And she says it's also a shot. And I said, well, will it freeze and paralyze my stomach like the Ozempic did? And she said, yes. And I said, I don't want to do it. And she says, well, we got to do something. And I said, is there not a pill? Is there not something? Long story short, she says, I need you to try this. And I said, fine, I'll try it. You guys, my pharmacy called me and told me it was in. And when I asked them how much it was going to be, it was $352.57. And that was with insurance. Without insurance, it would be $1,200. Now, with Ozempic, I was buying a 90-day supply for $25. I can't pay basically $353 every 28 days. That's like $1,000 almost in that 90 days. That's pretty much $4,000 a year. Wasn't happening. So I ended up calling her back and telling her that I couldn't do that. And on top of that, I haven't really talked about it at all, but there was this patch of skin that has been on my neck and I haven't been able to get rid of it. And she'd given me a cream and I've been using that cream for a year and the patch wasn't going away. So I showed it to her. She ordered me another cream to try. My insurance doesn't cover it. It was $900. I was like, I think I'll just try the one I have and just try to do it, reapply it every 2 days and keep a bandage on it. So that's what I did over the weekend. And that's what I did the first part of the week. And I changed the bandage twice. And when I pulled the bandage off the second time, it's completely gone. All you can see is the scarring from it. So over time, maybe using more of the cream, it'll get down into the skin and help heal that tissue. But I was like, I don't think we need to worry about the skin patch anymore. I think we got that under control. But we need to talk about this shot because it's not happening. So long story short, they sent me a reply back in my portal and said the only other option is insulin, but you have to get permission from the patient because she, I forget how they worded it, but basically I refused to do insulin. So I was like, fine. If I have to do insulin, I will do insulin. So they sent me a message back and I got it like literally 30 minutes before the watch party started. And they're calling it in and they want me taking 12 units every single night. So I'm just like, really? What happened to this once a week? So I'm trying really hard not to be a complainer. I'm trying to be grateful because I do value life and I do want to be here and I do value good health and I want to be healthy. So on top of that news and then the watch party just going awry, I honestly kept this play date so we could just hang out. But that catches you up with me all the way until last night. So when I was at my mom's after the doctor's on Friday, I was trying to show her some of y'all's makes from the tea parties and some of the last joyful adventures in crafting. Brain had to think. And I was trying to show her some of your beautiful makes and was trying to show her some of the videos because my mom doesn't really have a clue what I do on YouTube. And unless I get to show her things, she just doesn't get to see that. And I showed her the video visit with Wanda and me trying frog legs. And she shared that she had eaten frog legs, numerous of times as a child and actually missed eating frog legs. But anyway, I thought, well, I'm gonna put you and Wanda together and y'all can have frog legs. But told her about that restaurant, Wanda, and they would love to go try it. My dad's not a Chinese eater, but my mom loves it, but she hasn't had it in a long time, decades, because my dad's not a Chinese eater. So I told my mom, you will have Chinese for Mother's Day. So we're going to bring my mom Chinese for Mother's Day, and we're going to bring my dad a burger and fries. But anyway, while I was there, I had to take my hearing aids out to transform the sound from my phone from my hearing aids to where she could hear it audibly on speaker. And when I got home, I put them on the base, I put them in their little carrying case till I got home. And then I put them on the base charger. When I went to put them in on Saturday, the right one wouldn't work. And everything I kept trying, it wouldn't work. So I put it back on the base thinking maybe it just didn't charge right. And long story short, I kept playing with it. And Monday came around and I called in about it. And they said, well, sounds like you need to call a separate line and have them work with you to make sure that it's connecting to the app on your phone. So I did that, but it didn't happen until Tuesday because I had my live Monday night. So I did it Tuesday right before I laid down, and it was all connecting and it was seeing each other and we could visually see that it was connecting, but I still couldn't hear out of it. So they told me I needed to call the doctor's office back and tell them that I needed a new receiver and that they would mail it to me and I could either change the wire myself, but if I didn't feel comfortable, I could take it in. I was like, oh yeah, those things were very expensive. I think I'll take it in and let them replace it. So I called them up on Wednesday and they said to me, oh yeah, come on in and we can replace that. And I said, like, you don't have to order it? And they're like, no, just come on in. And I'm like, okay. And so she says, just come before 5. Well, I live and work an hour away. So my boss was out of town that day, but when he called me right at 3:30, I said, "Can I please go?" And he's like, "Go, go." I had just enough time to run home, get my hearing aid, and get over there. I got there at 4:30, 30 minutes before they closed. They didn't see me till 5:35. 35 minutes after they closed. I was like, please tell me they're going to see me today. Please tell me they're going to see me today. So anyway, by the time I left there, I went 3 miles away to Ollie's, where I then got on my play date with Samantha. And so Samantha and I did our play date last night while I walked through Ollie's. I got to show her the yarn section, and it was, wasn't it, Samantha? It was awful. And then on top of it, they had a big stack of boxes standing in front of it. So it's a good thing it was, because I wouldn't have been able to get to it hardly. I'd have made somebody move those boxes. But anyway, but I didn't walk out empty-handed. I walked out with some candles for, my bedtime rituals and our tea parties and all of that. Would have had one lit tonight, but just it's been a crazy night and it just didn't happen. And then I walked out with some candy for Mr. Joyful. Probably will have some tomorrow night at movie night. And it seems like there was something else I walked out with. What was it, Samantha? Oh, I found some more Pop-Tart snacks. There are these little tiny pieces of snacks, but they're like a Pop-Tart. And Mr. Joyful and I really, really like the brownie ones. And then I found a new one that had like a cream inside and white icing and sprinkles on them. So I gave him the majority of the box and just took 2 packets out for myself. But anyway, but yeah. So I didn't walk out empty-handed, but anyway. And then I got in the car and Samantha and I ended our play date. And then I drove home and got to talk to my mom because I wasn't on a video then. I could put the phone down in the console. And so I talked to my mom and caught up with them and then talked to Mr. Joyful. And then I went and picked up some Mexican food. And so I had grilled scallops and a quesadilla, a cheese quesadilla, and then I ordered some chips and the little dippy sauce. And I had so much of that left over. So that's what I'm going to have for lunch tomorrow while he and his mom go get her blood work done. And they'll be in Columbia, which is about an hour from me. And then they'll go to lunch. So I will have the whole house to myself. I got the whole house. But we'll also be doing Bible study during that time as well. So I won't be alone. I will have friends with me. All right. I am done running my mouth. I'm going to go check the chat. We're going to sing a little bit. And then I am going to drop a link if anyone wants to come up. So if you want to come up and spend some time on screen with me, I'll give you a minute to get ready for that. But first, let's go check on the chat. Because I've been a jabberjaws. But I've been wanting to do some tea parties with y'all. I do have a lot of different things to show y'all. I just hope by the time I get to all of it, I remember what all of it was supposed to be. But if not, we'll just go with the flow. And let me know, are you guys enjoying those tea parties? I know the Joy team, we've been doing them for a while, and they still do have their separate tea parties. But I'd like to hear from some of you on how you're enjoying those tea parties. Zach went to go get his dinner out the microwave. All right, I'm still going back up in the chat. Looking for y'all's emojis because I know y'all dropped some emojis for me. I'm still scrolling up, you guys. Okay, here we go. Sweet, sweet. Ivy says, check out your Walmart chalk line nylon, much cheaper. You know, I never even thought about Walmart, Ivy. Oh my goodness. I will, because Lowe's was not expensive, but it didn't have as much to a roll either. But where I got it from Amazon and that other company, they were pretty pricey. I think I paid like $6 and something a roll, which realistically, it doesn't use a ton. So when I say pricey, it's not that it's so much that it was pricey per roll, because there's a good bit on it. But when you start buying like, 20, 30 different colors to have, yeah, do the math. That kind of gets pricey. And then you've got your shipping, which if it was through Amazon, I have Prime, so I didn't pay for shipping, but you still pay for taxes. And then there are some companies that you do still have to pay a shipping cost. And so then I know one of them was a third party, and I did pay a pretty good bit for shipping on that one, but I did not think about Walmart. So thank you. I will definitely do that. Dana is here. Hello, my beautiful friend. Oh my goodness. Dana, are you out on the road? And if you are, where are you at tonight? Our beautiful, wonderful, wondering Wanda is actually home tonight. Sadly, she's got something to take care of tomorrow, but I'm glad that she gets to lay her head in her own bed tonight. Everyone is greeting each other. Thank you guys so much for that. That just means the world to me when y'all do that. Doris says, would it be okay if I email you about that? Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you guys for welcoming Dana in while I was being a jabberjaws. Dana says that's a lot. Miss Suzanne, hugs to you. Samantha says, I want to try it. Fill me in, love. I ran my mouth so much. What do you want to try? Thank you, Doris. I appreciate it. So the only thing I do want to say in concluding all of that is I do ask for your prayers. It's been probably close to the better part. I was on insulin when I first started my job with Robbie, and it'll be 4 years in November. So I want to say it's been probably close to 2.5 years since I've been on insulin, and I did take it. I took one in the morning. I took one in the morning and 2 at night. So, and I did well with them. It's just been so long. I'm just hoping that my body doesn't have to acclimate. In other words, I'm just praying it doesn't make me sick until I get adjusted to it. Even though I've been tired this week, I think it's a matter of all that medicine getting out of my system and acclimating to that. Today has been a great day. Like, I woke up before my alarm went off. I got up before my alarm went off. I started my day before my alarm went off. I was dressed before my alarm went off. And I never once got tired today. So I like this. And where's Dawn P? It's the first day of spring. My friend has been counting down the days to spring for 3 months for me, and today is the first day of spring. I even had the right kind of mug, so you guys are going to see this tomorrow on the tea party, set for today for the tea party, because I thought it's full of water that I was going to dunk the tea bag in. But what an appropriate mug to start off spring with, right? I mean, look at that. Does that not like shout spring to y'all? And it happens to say, gifts to give all year long. Be genuine, be a friend, be optimistic. and it was from Hanok and Melody McCarty. This is a chicken soup for the soul mug. And on the other side here, it says gifts to give all year long. Catch this. Spread a little joy and give someone a flower from your garden. Look for something beautiful in one person every day. What a great mug. I mean, what a positive affirmation as well. I mean, we should already be doing that. We should already be looking for something beautiful in one person every day. And I dare say, because some of us are really hard on ourselves, we should also be looking for something really good in ourselves as well. All right. But we'll just save that mug for tomorrow. I'll just have to refresh the water. All right. Can you pray for Duffy tomorrow? Absolutely. Oh, Pop-Tart snacks. Yes, yes. They are good. And you know what I love? They're little pouches. So they have like the right amount. It's not like you're overindulging, but yet it's just like just enough to be fulfilling and just kind of knock off that little hunger, twinge that you have. And yes, they're sweet, but I mean, again, it's just a small little pouch. And I mean, it may have like 10 to 15 little tiny rectangular Pop-Tarts in there. So anyway, maybe I'll show y'all one. Maybe we'll have one on a tea party because I had a special snack for our tea party today. But that's okay. You guys can just see that special snack tomorrow. And one of you in the chat already knows what it is. Well, they don't know that I'm doing it, but they will recognize it because they gave it to me. And so the apple to that is it came from Miss Wanda when she met up with me and we got to spend the day together. So Wanda, now you know what I'm going to be showing on the tea party for a little snack. All right. All this food talk, I've been doing prep for a colonoscopy and it all sounds so good. I'm so sorry. We will not talk about food anymore, Hope. Bless your heart. Praying for you. Thank you, Samantha. I do appreciate y'all's joy thumbs. Paula says, I have a doctor appointment Monday. It is my neurologist, and I hope he will take off my Dilantin. I've been on a different med for 3 months. And you and I talked about that. So I'm not going to say any more unless you want me to, because that's your story and not mine. Dana is in Lincoln, Nebraska right now. Wow. Is it snowing there? Dana, do they still have snow on the ground? I heard some parts up that way got like more inches of snow yesterday. I was actually talking with Samantha during our play date while we were in Ollie's, and I was telling her that a friend of mine in Utah got 4.5 inches of snow yesterday morning. And of course, people around me could hear me talking to my phone. And they started saying, oh my gosh. And then I asked Samantha, I said, do you have snow still in Colorado? And the woman in front of me said, Colorado, my son's in Colorado, and they did get more snow today. What part of Colorado? So it was really cool. Our play date extended to other people in Ollie's, didn't it, Samantha? Laura says, I'm getting ready for a full day tomorrow. Yes, you were telling us about that on the watch party, and you do have a full day. Zach says, I found something out today on June 21st. My mom and dad will be married for 38 years. Oh, what a blessing. Well, happy early anniversary to them. You'll have to remind us, Zach. Miss Bridget is here. Nugs, nugs, Bridget. Everyone that won the beautiful things that we got from you are starting to receive them, and they are so pleased. So thank you so much again. We will definitely be calling you up to make some more in the future. Everyone is still saying hello to each other. Don't stop. Thank you for that. Wanda says, I can cook and wash dishes now. Yay. Oh, Wanda. Now, does that mean that your entire kitchen is put back together or just you're able to do those things? Zach says, I agree with Cynthia. I need to stop saying sorry. I say it too much. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You need to look within yourself and say, Zach, there's nothing to be sorry about. Wanda says, hi, Dana. Did you make your delivery in Nebraska? She says, yes, this morning. Zach says, on the first day of spring, it snowed here. I'm so sorry, my friend. I'm so sorry. I would like to say yesterday it got as high as 83 degrees. Today, not so much. In fact, the wind is so strong outside right now. It is like crazy. I'm talking like shake the house crazy. When Todd was trying to set that TV up for the watch party, I mean, it was shaking hard, and he was, and I don't know if the folks that were on that could hear him, but he was like, oh my gosh, listen to that wind. It was crazy. Like it was a blustery kind of wind. I walked out of my office to go to my car to come home, and literally my hair is like flying in my face and all over. I wouldn't be surprised if it was standing straight. It was crazy. It felt like a blustery fall day, and it was cold. It's 10 o'clock currently here in the evening, and it's 51 degrees right now. Have somebody peeking in the door. Oh, I don't know which one it was. They walked away. They were busted. All right. Dana says, I saw so many trucks laying on their side yesterday, and a ton of them spun out in the median and on the shoulder today. Oh my gosh, Dana, that is not good. I tell you, and I tell Wanda this all the time so she can confirm, I worry about the two of you, but I pray for you constantly. Oh my goodness. Please, please, both of you. I know you are extremely careful. Wow. It is scary, Zach. Maybe because it's all the sleep I've been getting this week, Samantha. I've literally come home from work and pretty much gone to bed. I've been in bed before 9:30 every night this week. Every night. Except for Tuesday night. Tuesday night I was in bed before 8:30. All right. Paula says, where did you buy them? Ollie's, a store called Ollie's, Ollies. And they sell everything. They sell grocery items. They sell clothes. They sell toys. They sell tools. They sell batteries, pet food, pet litter, pet toys, baby clothes, baby accessories, rugs, baskets, yarn, sort of yarn, towels, pillows, pillowcases, bed linen, curtains. I mean, they sell a ton of different stuff. If you've not heard of Ollie's or have one. Wanda says she ate her last one yesterday. Is that too loud? Mm-mm. Was that you that peeked in a minute ago? I won't buy. Okay. Okay. Mr. Joyful's doing some laundry, and he just wanted to make sure it wasn't too loud for us. And it is not. It is good. All right. Since I'll be out Monday, I'm going to talk my husband into going to Ollie's. Oh, Paula. Yes, yes. Maybe you'll have better luck in the yarn section. I even love I get a lot of books there, a lot of crochet books at Ollie's. They have books too, by the way. And the last two times I've been, they've not really had any yarn, and they've not really had any craft books. But I do love getting a lot of journals there. In fact, all those joy journals, if y'all remember those joy journals that I had been giving out, that's where they came from. I get a lot of word search books there from my mom and my dad and myself. Paula says all the snow is melting, even the pond. Well, yay, because it's springtime. It needs to melt. Bridget says it makes her so happy. Yes, they all loved it. Wanda says it was spitting snow in Indiana where I was at this morning. I bet you're glad to be back on this side of the snow. Paula says it's windy where she's at as well. Wow. Wanda says still need to paint the cabinets and put something down on the floor. A section is just bare concrete. Well, at least progress is finally being made. They sure have taken their time with it. Zach says it's 30 degrees Fahrenheit, but feels like 19. Okay, I will not complain about my 51, Zach. Although I did go get my slippers to put on, and just saying, I got comfortable, and I have on flannel pajama bottoms. They have teddy bears all over them, but anyway, I got comfy. So Wanda says, I'm lucky to be in bed before midnight. That was the old me. I used to be lucky if I was in bed before pretty much 1 a.m. and asleep before 2 a.m. and at my desk at 8 a.m. But I'm doing much, much better. This bedtime ritual is really, really helping. Where I light the candle and I take 30 minutes. Now, I'm going to be honest. Sometimes I choose. Now, this week, I've been off the ritual. Like I said, I've come home and gone straight to bed. But I mainly try to crochet for 30 minutes with the lights kind of down dim and the candle going and just create an ambience. But I was reading a book, a James Patterson book, and it was really, really good. And there were a couple nights I opted to give up my 30-minute crocheting so I could read an extra 30 minutes of that book. And I finished it and I took it to my mom, and she now has it. So Bridget says she loves the book section at Ollie's. Doris says, I've got back down to the 20s last night. Oh, Doris, that's so cold. And I'm looking forward to the warmer weather. I miss my garden. Oh, wow. And being able to get out early enough before the kiddos for my time alone. I bet that is a special time. I love the outdoors, Doris. Laura says, I'm getting ready to fall asleep. Good night, everyone. Enjoy your night. Good night, Laura. Have an amazing day tomorrow. And if you're not too tired, we'd love to see you at movie night. Mwah, my friend. Thank you guys for hugging Laura out. She will definitely have sweet dreams with all that love. Paula says, I love James Patterson. Oh, yeah. Oh my goodness, I'm reading a James Patterson book right now too. Oh my gosh, which one are you reading? I love him. Me too, Paula. She says, I miss sitting on the porch and watching the birds and the deer. Oh, wow. I know Mr. Joyful and I were just talking, we were supposed to go in December to the cabin and we didn't get to. So we're actually trying to kind of figure out a time to go do that. But there's so many things that need to get done right now. We need to put my car in the shop because it has quite a few recalls. We need to get the roof started, and we need to get the windows on the front bay window replaced and the gutters around the house. We've got a big birch tree that we need to get taken down. So we're thinking that we might just be a little bit patient and maybe go to the cabin somewhere between his birthday and mine in July. So I want to go now. But you know what? With time change and the weather warming up, Don't be surprised, a lot of you that are doing play dates with me, if we are crocheting at the park, because I just love being outdoors. I'm an outdoor girl. So, all right. So let's do our little birthday wishes. We had quite a few birthdays this week. Let me put those up on the screen here. We have Angie with My Fairy Treasures, Ursula with OM Granny Squares, Granny D with Knit Pearl Squirrel with Granny D, and Christina with Bella Uncinetto. And if you're in the house and you're having a birthday this week, or you don't think I know your birthday, please make sure you drop it in the chat or send me an email, because I would love to shout you out during your special day and celebrate you all week long for your birthday. If you will, join me in singing happy birthday to our community friends here. All right. I'm reading the private series. I'm only on book 2. The private series. I'm only on book 2 or 3. I can't remember. I've not heard of that one, Zach. I'll have to go check that out. And that's what it's called, is the private series. Thank you so much, Samantha. I do know I have it, but I am glad that you made sure that I have it. Whoops, typed series twice. Laugh out loud. I'm human. I make mistakes. Yes, you are. And it's okay. All right. Before I drop the link for anyone that would like to come up, let me give you your joy word for this live. And your joy word is freedom. Hey, Sadie girl. I see and hear her. It is freedom. 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 The definition is the power to act, speak, or think without constraints. The power to act, speak, or think without constraints. And here in the Joyful House, the intention of this word is for us to break free from the limitations that we put on ourselves so that we can live authentically and fearlessly. So the intention of this word, freedom, is to break free from the limitations that we put on ourselves so that we can live authentically and fearlessly. So freedom. If you're new to the Joyful House, you might be asking, what is the joy word? Well, not only is it a word of positive affirmation that we try to inspire, but if you use this word in a sentence in the comment section when the live is finished, it will gain you an entry on the monthly giveaway wheel. And if you use a second sentence and tell me something that happened in this live or something we talked about that really resonated with you or made you laugh and giggle or just made you feel just really joyful, then it will earn you a second entry. All right. Everything else that I have to share will wait for the tea party. So I am going to drop in the chat the link should anyone want to come up, and we'll probably sit and hang out just a little bit longer. It's about 10:13 now, so we'll start wrapping up about 10:45. So about 30 more minutes we'll hang out. It's a little bit longer than we normally will do, but I talked a lot. All right, so there's that link. It's just called Private, but it's a series of books. Well, I will definitely look into that. It must be new. The name of the book that I read was called Sail. Sail, S-A-I-L. And there's Miss Samantha.
Hey.
Hello. All right. Miss Samantha, what are you working on tonight?
Hold on. I have to. Working on tonight is the corner.
Oh, how pretty. Corner to corner. I like those colors.
And if you want to try this pattern, go to One Yarn Attic and put corner to corner, and he will teach you how to get started.
I love doing corner to corners. I haven't done one in a while. I usually do a baby blanket. Is that retro or that neon yarn?
Whoever could be
by Red
neon.
Heart.
Yeah.
Is it by Red Heart?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me turn this way. I'm hiding. I'm hiding some giveaway stuff right there. I've got some right there, but you can't see it.
Right.
And I'm not going to zoom in because I'm hiding. I was going to stand up and show y'all my pajamas, and then I was like, oh. So I had a bunch of stuff too. Some of the tea party stuff is back there too. I had all of it spread out on the desk, ready to go. And I was like, okay, I'm going to do this tea party after the play date now, since I didn't get to do it beforehand. But we had to clear off the desk to bring in Mr. Joyful's TV. So everything is kind of spread out and awry, but oh well, it is what it is.
Wow.
It'll all happen as it is meant to happen. So
real.
But so I try not to let stuff like that bother me, but I think the reason that it frustrated me is I don't like it when I feel like I am taking up someone else's time, or I'm making them wait, or I'm wasting their time. I know how valuable time is. And so if I feel like I am putting someone out.
Did you see the blue in here?
That is a very pretty blue. Yep, that is a pretty blue. Oh no, Zach's laptop died before he could plug it in.
Oh man.
So I am currently creating a baby shoe, a very sparkly baby shoe.
And this is the only night in the month of March to do the Joy House Playdate with you, so I'm glad to be here on the panel with you.
We got one next Thursday.
No, for the Joy House Playdate. This is the only one besides next week, because I got a team dinner with Young Life. So this is the only one
that you can come to.
Right.
Okay.
And be on the
I thought
panel.
you were saying that. Gotcha. Well, what's everyone else working on? What you guys got going on? I don't want to just say your hook or hang on a second, Samantha. I don't want to just say your hook or crocheting, because we have so many different talents in the house that you might be doing a whole different craft, or maybe it's cooking or flower arranging, who knows? So what are you guys doing?
I've been crocheting. May of this year will be 4 years I've been crocheting for.
Well, you do great for only crocheting for 4 years.
I know.
Zach says he is just relaxing.
I'm trying to start a texture cabin frame by One Yarn Attic, but my blanket, instead of being straight up and down like this, one was going in this way and one was kind of like making a triangle, like the corner to corner. And so I had to frog the whole entire thing. And I saved the yarn.
Bridget says she is on row 75 of 164. It is a stormtroop. Oh my gosh, how cool is that? Corner to corner. So, Bridget, I know it's going to be a lot to type, but I just noticed, and forgive me that I'm just now noticing because I think you've been doing them for a while, but is it called Witchy Wednesdays? So tell us a little bit about that if you don't mind. Maybe you can drop in from time to time.
Hey, Spring.
Oh my gosh, Spring is in the house. Hello, Nugs. Welcome in. You want to talk about some talent? There's some talent right there.
Right.
Zach says, where did you come from?
Oh my god.
Wanda says, I've started the color ribbing on my sweater. Oh my gosh, Wanda, I know that's so exciting. I cannot wait for you to finish this sweater.
I don't make sweaters. Come on.
Oh, wow. Sanja. She says lacy pineapple shawl using Yarn Bee Rainbow Rhapsody in Obsidian Daydreams colorway. Oh my gosh, that is going to be gorgeous. Spring says hugs, love, and sunshine. And I think I can take the joy word off now.
Yeah.
Oh. Zach says, don't hug me too hard, Spring. She says, I came from Cotton Eye Joe.
I've been making these Boggy Creek blankets like crazy, man.
Linda says she found a scarf that she started. Wait. I found a scarf I started. So I'm knitting on that. Second year trying to get it done by St. Patrick's Day. LOL. Oh, well, at least you picked it up again. You're giving it life again. Bridget says, projects that make my witchy heart happy. Oh, I love it. I love it. I've done amigurumi. I have a phase of the moon rat next month and a really cool cloak that's very witchy. None of the spooky kind, just I'm the earth moon loving kind of witchy lady. I love it. I love it. Do you know, Bridget, I've always loved like dusters, like duster sweaters, you know, the kind that go way down on your legs. And when I was out from my surgery and learning how to walk again, I had a dream that I crocheted one. I didn't in real life, but I dreamed it. And I still remember, like it's implanted on my brain, how it looked. I'm going to one day make my own little witchy duster cloak. Now, it didn't have a hood on it in my dream, but I would love to have a hood on it, which is what will make it a cloak. But oh my gosh, I think that's awesome.
This is the end of the skein.
So you're through the first skein?
Maybe the second. It might be combining it into one or two, maybe.
Okay. Right, Bridget?
Maybe one. I don't know.
I'd love to. I'd love to. And I'd like to make some that don't have sleeves in them so I can wear them when it's not cold.
Really?
I just love them.
Give me. I've been coughing most of the day. I don't know. It's springtime.
So do you get allergies and stuff during the springtime?
No. I don't think I have those kind of.
I never have, but I don't want to say never, and I don't want to put it out in the universe because I don't want to start now.
True.
Zach says this off topic, and I'm sorry. There's no off topic. We're just hanging out. We're just hanging out.
Right.
So what do you want to talk about, my friend? He says, but the past 2 weeks, I've been wanting green beans. Oh, I love me some green beans, especially fresh from a garden. Woo-hoo. Doris,
Me
do you
too.
grow green beans, Doris? Paula says, I do. You do too, Paula? You want to make a duster? Dora says, that reminds me of one of the items that I have a video to do. Dana tagged me in a hooded cloak. Ooh. Dana, you're doing a hooded cloak?
Really?
Wonderless Dana or the other Dana? Dora says, yes, I try to. We love green beans. Me too, but I do like them fresh. I mean, I will eat them out of a can, and I do like the big, like what they call like the wedding green beans, but I also love the French style, the real thin ones. Mr. Joyful likes them mixed together. He can't eat like one or the other separate. He likes them to be mixed together when he has them. And he does like them fresh out of a garden, but he actually likes the canned ones better.
Oh.
So I feel like we're that nursery rhyme. What was it? Jack's brat or whatever could eat no fat. His wife could eat no lean, but between the two of them, they make the platter clean. That's Todd and I.
Right. What are you drinking tonight?
So Todd had bought me some lemonade, and it was too sweet and too strong for me. So I had him get me a cup and a bottle of water so I could water it down. So I'm kind of drinking water with a hint of lemonade in it.
Ooh.
Mom will be attempting to grow beans this year. Last year they were not a success, but she tried. The only thing Todd and I have ever grown is tomatoes. And I would like to do that again this year. Maybe even some cucumbers. I love a lot of cucumbers. I love my cucumbers. In fact, a lot of times when they're having like their hamburgers and French fries and pizza and stuff like that I don't really care for, I'll have cucumbers and cottage cheese and maybe like some little pepperoni slices or something.
True.
Did you say gross?
I said true.
Oh, okay. I thought you said gross. You would not be alone, though. A lot of people say gross over that. You know what else I really like, and I'm actually hungry for? Y'all may say this is gross, but you take like a head of lettuce and you cut it in fours, you know?
Right.
So you've got like this little quarter chunk. And it has to be a very thin layer. And you could probably do it with salad dressing, which I have done before, but spread just a thin layer of mayonnaise on it. No salt. He wants the salt. I want just pepper. And that's so good. So fresh. Bridget says, I'm drinking lemonade that I added strawberries to. Oh, that does sound good. Hopefully yours is not as sweet and as tart as mine is. Dora says, no time limit, not a current whip, just for us. Oh, love it.
Right.
Paula says she does have a big garden, so that's what she was talking about.
That's how big it is. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty.
I love it.
What? Anybody here have something exciting going on they want to share? Or if you're a content creator, something maybe that's happening on your channel over the next week or weekend. Dora says, I love hometown tomatoes and peas straight from the garden too. I love all my vegetables from a garden. I love fresh vegetables. Not only are they healthier for you, but I just love them.
True.
I
Me
can
too.
remember as a little girl, my grandfather, they had orange and tangerine orchards. And I love spending the weekends with them. And he would take us out, and I was knee high to grasshopper back then, and just would
Right?
take us out, and we'd pick them fresh off the tree and just sit right there under the tree and eat them. Oh,
I
I
mean,
love that.
I'm planning on doing a video of what I showed.
Oh, cool. Well, go. You should do that.
Maybe I don't know when, but this weekend? No, maybe it'd be out next week. I have to. I'm not good as everyone else, but when it gets
Hey, you
out
got to
there,
start somewhere.
yeah.
I hear you, Paula. I agree. Cherry tomatoes. We'll eat them like candy. Oh, yes.
Oh yeah.
Linda says she loves growing tomatoes.
Hey, Linda, by the way. I love your yard background. It's pretty cool.
Oh, the one on the screen?
I know. I bought it for an outside window because of the blue yard. It makes me feel like the darkness, like it's dark outside, and it had a tinted, and it makes me feel
Yeah.
like it's a window, kind of.
Oh, wow, Doris. I would love to see that of your garden. I think that's what you're talking about, right? Doing a video of your garden. I keep wanting to show y'all things, and it's like, no, I have to save it for the tea party. This is just
Oh, come
hanging out,
on.
Cynthia.
Did you finish the 3 rows of white for Stranger Things?
I did, but I have not started the next part.
No.
So when I have the tea party, I will not be showing Stranger Things tomorrow, but I
Nope.
will when the time is right.
And then after you finish that blanket, you will put out tutorial back to back.
Yes. Yes, I'm going to finish it before I put out
And
probably
then
any more tutorials.
and then tutorial back to back, back. They're just sitting there waiting for upload when you hit.
Yeah, well, I'm a busy girl. I work 9-10 hour days every day, and then come
True.
home and have a live channel. So I'm learning to de-stress and give myself grace and do
Yep.
things in the time that they just will get done when they get done.
Yep.
Bridget says, I'm all about the veggies. That's why this weekend we'll be dropping trees, hopefully getting the garden area cleared. Oh my gosh. I'm hoping to have a big garden by next summer. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
She says, oh no, the crochet heart video. My garden is sad right now. We're trying to get it ready for the growing season. Because it really is a little too early yet for the gardens.
Yep. And only 8:33. Wow. But I'm having a good time. I'm having a good time. I can stay up on Thursday night. I don't have to go to program or do what. But I do have an eye appointment. I have to be ready by 11. I don't want to go.
Well, I could do the tea party tonight, but I'm going to be honest, I'm going to wait and do it tomorrow because I have not really crocheted this week. So I want to just sit back and hang out a little bit, watch some TV, get caught up on some TV shows and crochet a little bit. So maybe I can show you at least one completed sandal tomorrow with the outfit that I have to show you that I did last week. I started it. I showed y'all the collar.
Oh, yeah.
of the onesie.
Yep.
So, well, I'll be looking for your video, Miss Doris.
I
So
had
I'm running through my. Yes,
I got
ma'am.
home from day program. I got angry with my mom because I lost my water bottle at program, which was sad. I didn't forget it, but I forgot to put it in the bag before I went out the door. And then we started angry, and I had to sit in the bedroom and watch the whole thing. Kind of like you're grounded, but kind of not. And she made me go to my bedroom, and I had to do the whole thing. And then I ate
Well,
dinner, and
because you got angry at her. Why'd you get angry at her? She didn't leave
because I
your water
wanted to
bottle.
go back and get it right away, but they
Oh.
were closed.
Yeah,
I had to
they were
wait.
closed. So you'll have to get it what, Monday?
Tomorrow. I can go in tomorrow.
So maybe after your appointment you can go by there.
Or before. My appointment's not till 11 a.m.
Yeah. Well, make sure you say thank you to her for making that extra trip over there to get it.
We didn't go today, but
No, but tomorrow she's going to be taking you,
to
and
get it.
she wasn't needing to go there, but now she is to go get it. So make sure you tell her thank you for taking you to get it.
Yes, I will.
And before you go to bed, it wouldn't hurt to say you were sorry for getting upset.
Right. True.
She will appreciate that.
And I even called the people there and say, hey, can I come and get it tomorrow? And he said, absolutely. He'd be sitting on someone's desk, run in there, grab it, walk out.
Nice. Nice. Oh, wow, Linda. She says she got knocked out and finally found us again. Well, I'm glad you did. We are getting ready to wrap up for the night.
I'm ready for bed.
You're ready for bed?
Yeah. They go in this bed and right.
I'm gonna go in there and hang out with Mr. Joyful a little bit and watch a
What
little
about
bit of TV.
your 30-minute nighttime routine?
Well, I do that. I'll do that after he's gone to bed. So normally I do it before we both go to bed so that we can go to bed at the same time because we like to pray together.
Right.
But when Thursday nights come around, because I can sleep in a little bit longer and he can't, then we usually pray together, and then I'll go to the craft room. I'll go sit over in the craft room and do my little 30-minute bedtime thing.
True.
I didn't mean to, Zach. I didn't mean to. You want me to go sit in timeout? I'm sorry, Linda. Oh,
Eh,
Angela, thank you so much for being here. And I hope it wasn't my fault that you didn't get to come to the watch party. But remember, you guys, if you want to come to the watch party to watch the episodes, just send me an email. And once you send me an email once for each series, then you don't have to until that series is over. You won't have to send
do
it
I
again. You'll automatically get the links.
like do I have to once I do it one, do I have to do it again for each series?
For each series, yes, because not everybody will want to be a part. I mean, they may come play movie night, but they may not want to watch, like for example, Stranger Things was kind of more like a scarier type show, and not everybody
Yeah.
likes that kind of stuff, but they'll still come play. So they don't want to come see it. So I don't want to assume that everybody just wants to come. So whenever a series starts fresh, everything starts fresh. Links, points, the whole 9 yards. But once you send it, you don't have to send it but that one time for the series. But I'll remind everybody when we start new series. Hey, Angel, welcome in. I completely missed Angel coming in. Let me back up here. Or are you saying hi to Angela?
I was saying kind of Angela.
Okay, you put Angel. So I thought maybe I missed an Angel coming in. Angela.
Angela.
I'm so sorry, Angela. I don't know why it came back to me. Your punishment from Linda and I, you have to give Sadie a pet. Oh, well, that doesn't sound like a punishment. That sounds like a reward. I love petting Sadie. She's come to the door. My mama said my name. She's sitting in there in front of that box again. Maybe I'll get a TREAT. I can see her nose peeking through the door. The door's cracked open just a little bit. Linda says, oh, Linda did kick herself out. All right, you guys. Well, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me. This is just the medicine that I needed. Just, a relaxing evening with friends.
And my pleasure to be up here with you.
I am glad that you came up, and I'll be glad if anyone wants to come up anytime during our play dates. I will always drop the link. Hopefully, I will get it dropped sooner. There are just a lot of things to catch up on.
True.
I'm not sure if I can go to the watch party. If I can't come play on movie night, I have a year-long membership, and we meet every Friday night. Understandable. I miss my time with you guys. Well, I do plan on doing this laid back play date on Thursdays. The only exception is the first Thursday of the month, since we don't have a watch party. I've designated those first Thursdays for a play date with myself. And so it could be that I take my crochet project and go spend an evening by myself with my parents. It may be that I grab a girlfriend and go out to eat and then hang out and watch a movie and I crochet. It could be that I just go sit in the craft room and shut the door, lock the door for 2 hours and just hang out and listen to my music and crochet. But those first Thursdays are Cynthia play dates. So, yep. Thank you, Dora. She says, yes, do a play date for you. So important. I have really come to recognize the need for that. So, which is why I get you saying that being able to slip out to your garden in the mornings before the kiddos is just kind of like a downtime for you. I get that. So,
right.
But good night, Paula. Thank you so much for being here. Dora says, take care, everyone. So, well, Samantha, I appreciate you coming up. I'm going to let you go ahead and go down. And I am going to play our little.
We see you tomorrow. I'm moving next Bible study.
Yep. I have Bible study tomorrow at 1 and then movie night at 7. So, yeah. So after Samantha goes on down, I am going to play our little outro. I do appreciate everyone being here and spending time with us. Hopefully you did a little bit more crocheting than I did, but I'm going to be honest. I'm doing a tutorial off the phone, so that's why I didn't really do a whole lot. But anyway, all right. I love you guys. Let me get this set up so I can do like a little smooth thing. And let's see here. Oh, and I made a mistake earlier. We did have another eagle come into the house, and I didn't acknowledge that, so let me do it now. Sanja, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you coming and spending some time with us. I appreciate everyone being here. All right. Nugs and joy, everyone. Be joyful. Stay crafty in your own way. Make your own joyful creations. And I appreciate you coming over to the Joyful House and spending time with me tonight. All right. Nugs and joy. Good night.